So, during the last session, if I can get to my session notes, um, so after you guys had encountered the weresharks, most of you decided to retire for the night. Ronnie stayed. Blah, blah, blah. Ronnie stayed behind to help Mar clean up after dinner. During one they were, while they were cleaning, um, she told the tutorial about some concerns she had, mostly about her dad just getting older because that's the nature of things, and whether or not, she would, she thought she was ready to be ship captain at some point in the near future. After a conversation, Ronnie also retired for the night. The party continued their journey towards Haven, and over the next few days, different party members started noticing things happen, such as just a string of bad luck happened, just such as ropes that were recently replaced snapping, food going missing, the salted fish rotting. So the group started to investigate all these strange occurrences. And it turns out that there was a stowaway in the cargo hold who they learned after they brought her to the captain's quarters was named Shadok, Triton girl. Um, Ronnie had attempted to remove curse off her because she mentioned to Ronnie that she ran away because people told her that she makes bad things happen. And unfortunately, the remove curse didn't work, and the aftermath was a shockwave that nearly sent everybody thrown against a wall in the captain's quarters, and some of the captain's furniture being shattered. Um, so after that happened, a merfolk woman had stopped the ship with her pet colossal crabs and gave the party the option of handing the girl over or she would sink the ship. Unfortunately, the mermaid didn't get the chance to carry out her threat because Rain killed her in 12 seconds.
Shorter
Uh,
than that, I think.
Probably less than 12 seconds because the first shot wasn't initiated in a round of combat yet. So maybe even as quickly as 9 seconds or 8 seconds. Um, Ronnie was able to create a giant wave that piloted the ship forward, and then the other crab that was hanging onto the ship was turned into a minnow, and they were able to get away. That was great. Since the ship had taken some damage, it had to temporarily be docked at Dragon's Beach, which is different from Dragon's Reach,
Mm-hmm.
which is on another continent. There, the party did some shopping. Ronnie and Tilda got some clothes for Shattuck. Zaitari and Melanie went to a thrift booth and grabbed a book on Aquan, so she could start attempting to communicate with their new stowaway friend. And Rain went to the shit kicker and listened to a couple rumors. The most interesting rumor was a potential treasure that was on Ceres, the small-ish island to the southeast-ish of where they currently were located. Um, the party stayed at the Tasseled Teapot, a simple bed and breakfast ran by an elderly couple, and that is what had happened during the day. So this is now day 2 of, well, 1.5 technically of repairs.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got there like later in the afternoon, early evening. So it's gonna take probably another half a day to do repairs. They'll restock some of the food that went bad and replace some of the ropes. And yeah, was there anything in particular you guys wanted to do in this day in town? It is a rather small town. Um,
Well,
yeah,
I got those two names.
yeah, Tannen and
Stefan.
Stefan. Yeah, they are your two local magic people or wise person. Tannen being a little crazier, apparently. Kind of like the hermit in the woods type of deal, and Stefan being more of the secluded magician type.
What do you say we split up and two of us go try to find Tannen, and then two of us go talk to Stefan.
Um,
In
your plan.
particular, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, but your plan. There are 5 of us, darling.
Oh, I
6,
was
including Shattuck.
well, yes, but I was imagining that Melanie could stay behind and watch Shattuck. They seem to get on very well.
Hmm.
As you are talking about this, Shattuck is currently tearing into her scrambled egg like a savage.
Oh, and I was going to
As is Melanie.
Actually, Shattuck is having a very difficult time using a fork and knife because she probably.
As is Melanie.
I was going to swap out one of my spells for tongues today. I think catnap.
Okay, that's
'Cause
perfectly
tongues
fine.
is a third level spell. Yep, tongues is a third level spell. So I was going to say basically, well, I happen to prepare a spell today that should give Melanie at least a little bit of an easier time speaking with Shattuck. But I wouldn't mind going to.
Sorry.
Go to.
Sorry, I was just gonna say something along the lines of that sounds good.
Okay. If nobody else wants to, I don't mind going to speak to Tannen. Though I would feel more comfortable with Ronny if he would join me, since this person is a follower of Melora and might be a little difficult.
Okay, so Tannen's the follower of Melora. Who is Stefan again?
Magic guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is he a sorcerer or a wizard?
Magic learned type.
Yeah, magic learner
Okay.
type, so the townspeople don't really know the difference.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Kay's gonna hop back on and try to reset some shit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, today's windy today too. Like I know you're. How windy is it over there, bro? Because I know it's pretty windy here.
Let's just say, I woke up today to the sound of lots of banging, that I thought was in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it reminded me of when we had rat traps or mouse traps set out and the squirrels were getting in and, like, taking the mouse poison to eat, and they would bang the fucking plastic mouse traps against our baseboard, our metallic baseboard, trying to get get out of the trap. It was, and yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
Mm.
So I was a little scared. I was gonna come in and see like another squirrel or something.
Mm.
I was gonna walk into my living room, but I think it was just trees.
Them trees.
And when the wind didn't blow so hard, it sounded like the trees were like fingers scraping against the house and like just kind of caressing it in a terrible, creepy way.
That sucks.
Yes, it's very awful.
Yeah. Well, probably take your mind off it as soon as Kay comes back. I have started a sourdough starter. I have named him.
Nice.
I have named him Fred. He
Nice.
is.
Fred the bread.
Yes. Yes.
Will I be able to sample some of Fred's offspring into delicious sourdough bread
probably.
when I get there? Awesome.
He is. Well, technically they, because they're a community of natural yeast. They are. I think 4 days old. This is my 4th day, so gotta wait 6 more days before I start, using them. Sorry,
Okay.
as bread. So I gotta feed them every day. It's weird having an additional pet in the house that I will consume.
Mm.
Not that I consume my other pets, though I joke about it constantly. Because in Thailand, they used to eat dogs and cats. And my mom would comment about that. I had a very, very weird childhood.
Any better, Kay?
Gonna guess no.
We could try switching server regions as well. That would be a Darad thing, though. I had to do that during my game because I was coming in real robot-y. So I switched it to... I can't remember. I think I switched it from... I had it on West Coast and I switched it to East. And then I had to switch it again to South. Oh no, Darren, you have to do that.
Oh, I have to do. How do I do that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you click on the little drop down thing next to the treasure hunters, and hit server settings.
Yep.
I'm looking at it on mine.
All
yeah,
right,
and
so
if you change it, yeah.
let's try Central.
It should have reconnected. I just saw it like dip and then come back. Any better, Kay?
Maybe
Better-ish
West?
is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Let's try West.
Best.
And apparently it's windy everywhere.
Mother Nature hates us. I don't know why she hasn't killed us yet.
Well, look
We're
what
getting
we've
there.
done to the world.
I think this is about as good as it's getting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I switched the server to West, so probably should be optimal for you.
You guys are starting, and I can hear the first part of a sentence, and then towards the end, it goes super robot-y. So I think that's me and our very strong winds. So.
Tis a possibility.
We also have very strong winds here.
Yeah.
And it is doing better since I've closed Roll20, so I'm not going to tempt the face, and I'm just going to keep Roll20 closed.
Okay. I can pop up Roll20 if there's anything you need me to roll.
Yeah, because I do think it's my connection. I think my connection just is sucking balls today.
Okay.
So
that's perfectly fine.
You are coming through perfectly though.
Yeah.
So there's that.
So, the plan is Ronny and Zaitari going to see Tannen, the crazy woodsman that worships Melora, into forest, and Tilda and Rain going to see eccentric magic man who lives in tower.
Sure.
And then Melanie staying with the child.
Yes,
Because-
and right before we leave, I will touch Melanie and cast tongues on her, and she has that for an hour.
Okay, so an hour she can... Okay, so... I mean, Momi will ordered her. I mean, Lynn ordered her burger. So she said 7 minutes from home. Burger sounds good.
Mm.
I had a very adult dinner of boxed mac and cheese tonight.
That's nothing
was
to
very-
be ashamed of.
Oh no, I'm not ashamed of it. I was very tired of my prepped dinner, so that's just gonna be lunch for tomorrow instead.
I see.
I've been eating teriyaki meatballs and rice with roasted vegetables all week, and I'm just like, I don't want this again. I need a break. So.
My mom loves mac and cheese. And I hate mac and cheese.
Jeez.
It's too goopy. I don't like a lot of sauce on things. And so whenever, like, my mom very rarely gets to have mac and cheese, but whenever I'm like, I'd rather have the leftovers, or, I'm just not that hungry, or I'll figure something out for myself for dinner, she's like, I'm having mac and cheese. She gets so excited. Anyway.
Yep. That's the same
Are
way.
we waiting for Lynn, or?
I don't know. If Melanie wants to join you guys on your well, actually, I'll just type it out. Oh, okay. I and Ron are going to see magic crazy woodsman, and Tilda and Rain are going to see eccentric, strange, because I can't spell it today, magic man.
Well, I mean, Melanie can also just come with me and Ronny, and her job for now is just to entertain the child. Or, if we don't want to split the party, we can all just go to both together. It would just take more time.
Regardless, both the groups are going to see crazy people.
Yes.
Yeah. Or a crazy person and a potentially crazy person.
Yes.
We don't know if Magic Man is crazy.
No, we don't. The lady
technically-
just said that he was magically learned,
Yes.
and I didn't write anything about him being eccentric. So
I think you can probably get the notion, like with your passive insight, and she didn't try to hide it at all, that she thinks he's just a weirdo who likes magic things.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Great, can't wait to meet him.
It'll be super fun.
I mean, you could be a perfectly nice person.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when Lynn gets here, she can decide if, you know what, I want to go with X group with Shaddock. So
Hi, sweetie.
I feel like
So-
it's fine.
The goal here is to get information about any potential curses, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Mostly to get any
Or how to
information
break.
about curses and how to break them, and asking about. I can't remember exactly how Ronny said that lady worded it. It was like a child of ill omen or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're off to see the wizards.
Yep.
Ho ho
Wonderful Wizards of
ho.
Oz.
For what
You
it's
don't
worth, the
know that.
Rain would
Sounds
have
like you're off to see a druid.
Yeah.
Rain would have shared that she got the local rumors about there's this buried treasure off an island, could be part of a dragon's hoard. Lots of rumors about it stolen. I don't have my notes open. And she'll share the map. But, I mean, I don't know what these magic men might know. Maybe they'll know something about it. I think Peg Leg Pete said something about old man shirtless died here. Smithers, kind of hard to read.
Yeah. So, because I did.
I'm being a smartass, I figured it out, but like I first looked at it, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Smithers.
I just didn't have time to scan it at work.
Also, my handwriting is shit, and I
Well,
always just love, like, the first thing I see, it's like, what?
well, also, this guy was probably drunk.
It fits. It absolutely fits. That's why like,
I
Ray's
was-
like, old man shirtless.
I tried to write with my left hand for a little bit, and then I was just like, fuck it.
No, I wholly appreciate it.
Jesus.
Yeah, Rising Hills was the attempt to write with my left hand, and then I was just like, help, fuck. But yeah, that is the map. By Peg Leg Phil. He has a very nice legend on the side where people trekked for the treasure. That says treasure, not treehouse. Yeah.
I'm guessing treasure, if it even exists, is probably, right there where it says ghost noises. Besides X marking the spot, it's like the worst place it could be.
Well, maybe we can check it out. So long as we get this curse business figured out, considering
I mean, you did want to go find a dragon's hoard.
this is extremely true. We do need more money. And a lot of it if we're going to fund a teleportation circle.
This burger's taking
So-
a while.
Should we go then?
Sure. Let's head out.
Before you guys leave, you see that Shadok is covered in egg and jam.
Mm.
You don't know where she got the jam from.
Melanie, you're gonna have to clean her up. We'll get a head start.
Yeah, she gives a thumbs up.
And then I'll touch Melanie and Kaz's tongue since we're leaving now.
Okay. As you guys walk off, you hear several crashes in the kitchen and Tess yelling about her heirloom teapot. And the sound of Mel hastily guiding Shadok outside after she cleans her up. We are going to probably delegate that Mel will probably go with Zaitari at this point.
That's fine. I mean, we'll just leave it open. It's all good.
Okay, so...
But can we have... can I cast Enhance Ability on Ronny? And when we need it, he can, make our survival checks to find this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can. Alright, so
I will
Zaitari...
mark that off and do Owl's Wisdom.
Alright, so Zaitari and Tilda... Rain. Okay. We will start with Tilda and Rain. Because KK has to go somewhere to celebrate a wonderful event. Okay. So, you get pretty good directions to Stefan's place. It's pretty much the only tower in miles from the town,
Mhm.
and you have a broom, and you can fly above trees, so it makes it even easier to spot.
But I make Rain walk. No,
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
It's not. Anyways,
Or just get in the hole.
I'll let you breathe every couple of minutes. You'll be fine. The tower has seen better days. It is made with a combination of granite, and you think it's been patched up with some kind of weird other type of sedimentary rock. You can't really tell, especially up close. It's kind of like how somebody has their favorite pair of pants that's gotten holes, and they've just patched it and patched it and patched it. Some of the patches are wood, so it's been reconstructed, patched up over and over again. There is an attempt of a garden around the tower. Rain, it's a very sad attempt. Apparently,
Yeah.
there is a couple rosemary bushes, but for some reason, this guy's like, I don't know why my rosemary bushes keep on dying. Maybe, and you would know, oh, you should, tie like some burlap over the bush before, the first frost hits so the leaves don't go kaput. Apparently he hasn't learned that. So there's like a row of 3 rosemary bushes, 2 which are dead, and a third which is not really doing very well. There is an attempt. There was several attempts to grow what you think is basil.
I think it's interesting, and I think to the book I have in my bag that I haven't actually given to our young tabaxi protege yet. I'm thinking, someone might need her more.
Yeah, you notice that the basil. So by this time in the year, basil would be flowering. Basil's
Or
looking.
it should be.
It should be. These are dying, and basil is one of the easier herbs to care for. So
It's actually anti-basil.
it's actually oregano, but he's been trying to like grow it like basil, and it just hasn't been working. Anyway, so yeah, abysmal growing conditions. You guys notice like actually the English ivy that is growing alongside the tower, even that's not doing well. So
English? What's English?
Leonin Leonin ivy. Yeah, this place isn't great. It's about probably 5 stories tall, so 5 floors. And there is a door with a lovely brass knocker on it that is in the shape of a cat.
5 stories, huh? About average for a wizard's tower. Not overcompensating, is he?
Are you asking me?
Oh, you are the wizard.
I don't have a tower though.
I mean,
And
that's
I've only
true.
ever-
Why not? Why haven't you got a tower yet? Is it because you fell out of the first one?
Yes, that's exactly it. And I'm terrified of towers ever since.
I knew it.
Yes, you're quite the detective. Shall we? I say, indicating the knocker.
Yeah, Rain will use it
Okay.
on the door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You wait a minute until you hear a voice go, from above the door, about 2 stories up. There's a window that like the shutters just fling open, and you see a older man with your typical like pointy wizard hat, but it's really like the top has like flopped over and nearly hits him in the face when he looks down. And
Sounds about right.
he looks over and he says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Hello, are you Stefan?
Yeah. Who are you guys? You're not taxes, are you? I paid them already.
Is he old and that's why he's yelling like he's hard of hearing, or is he just...
You can't really.
Really high up?
He's only 2 stories up.
Yeah, that's
okay.
not necessary.
I already paid my taxes. You must have misplaced the coins. Again.
We're not taxes, and we're here for we seek possible information you might have as a magically learned person.
Oh. Okay, hold on. You hear several crashes from the window.
I'm getting flashbacks to, well, that's a horse of a different color.
And, you hear heavy footsteps coming down a set of stairs, and the door opening, and there is a rather short man. He's only about maybe 4'11", 5 foot tall. Just like a really big bulbous nose and like beady. Now that you're up close, these beady brown eyes that attempt to focus on you guys, and the floppy wizard hat that probably had something at the end of it, but you notice there's like a tear. Some probably lost whatever it was at the end many moons ago, and just these long gray robes that nearly look like they could trip him over. Okay. Would you? Where are my manners? Come in. Would you guys like some tea, coffee, ale?
Does he look human? Is he?
He looks human. But you
Okay.
can't really see his ears if they're like rounded, or if they have like a points. But as far as you can tell, looks human.
Okay. I don't know about my compatriot here, but tea sounds lovely. If you have it.
Perfect. Yes, please come in. He leads you up a dark stairwell, and at the top of it, hey, Lynn.
Hey, I'm home finally.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. You're gonna go see Magic Woods person with Zaitari, because Kay's connection was real bad. But right now, Rain and Tilda are seeing floppy hat magic man in the tower.
Eat your burger.
Eat your burger.
Oh, no, I already ate it on the way here. It's gone.
Oh. Well, digest.
I can do that.
Okay.
But then are we still like in town?
Yes.
We're in groups.
Technically.
Yeah.
We're in what?
Groups.
We're in like small groups going to talk to these people.
Yeah, but like we haven't left town yet. Like we're
No.
obviously we're not in, but like we're not like halfway across the sea or something.
No.
Alright,
You could take a look at my shitty map that I drew for KK while we're in this scene.
The one that kind of looks like a bean?
Yep, Sierra is kind of a bean, so.
Okay, cool, yeah. All right. Cool. All right, I'm here.
All right. He throws open the door at the top of the stairs, and there's like light streaming through. And when you guys get to the top of the stairs, the first thing you notice is, huh. Okay, cool. Bye, KK. This is going to be a very short session. Have fun. We won't go to the island without you if you guys decide to go to the
KK.
island. Okay.
And thus there were 3.
Thus there were 3. Alright, so you get to the top of the stairs. The first thing you and Rain would notice is that it seems like there's natural light coming in. And you think, that's kind of weird. We only saw one window, because you pretty much figure out this is probably the room he was talking to us from.
Mm-hmm.
You look up at the ceiling, and it looks like it is a clear day. Like, there are, like, clouds, there's, like, a sun, there are birds chirping in the background. It's as if this tower, as if you entered a room and this was like like this would be the top of the tower and there was no roof. It just looks like that. The room itself is filled to the brim with clutter. There are little trinkets of every kind that you can see. There look like there are little talismans. There look like there are dried herbs that are hanging off of bookshelves. There are long pieces of parchment that cascade like waterfalls that go to the floor from high book stacks. And just taking a cursory look at the room, you spot, well, your passive perception's like 21 or something of that nature, right?
My passive perception is 23.
23. You initially spot 5 cats just kind of lounging around this room. Some of them, I'd say at least 2 of them are soaking in the quote-unquote sunlight. And the other 3 are in various states of sleep. All of them happen to be Siamese cats. If Siam was a country.
Fair enough.
In the he gestures to a table, which he quickly shoves a bunch of ink and parchment and books to the side, and he gets a kettle going on a little potbelly stove, using his magic to just light up, like, cause the fire to roar a little bit, to go a little hotter. And he gets out a plate of chocolate chip cookies from somewhere. You're not sure where he got them from. He puts them in the center of the table. All right. So what do you need to know? What's going on?
Well, we recently arrived here, or at Dragon's Beach, actually. We were on a ship that had been having some bad luck.
I see. He holds up his hand for a moment. Can I write this down? So if just taking notes.
Sure.
Okay.
I suppose.
He grabs a piece of parchment that he shoved aside, and it's like, okay, so me there. Do you know what time of day you arrived?
Does it matter?
I guess not until you ask me the question. All right.
We discovered a Triton girl.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Shattuck.
Okay.
And one of our companions, he's not here right now. He speaks Aquan and was able to ask her why she was stowed away on our ship.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she was hiding from people who said she was bad luck. Essentially. And we've noticed a few sort of instances, certainly, of certain things happening around her. We were traveling, and some other merfolk decided to waylay our ship and demanded that we give the girl to them, so that they might perform a ritual. We presume they would kill her. We presumed that they would kill her, in order to rid themselves of her ill omen. For she was that's what they said. She was a child born under an ill omen.
I see. Okay.
And we were wondering if you knew of any way to break such curses besides the spell remove curse, which we already tried.
Okay.
And didn't go well.
That's... And you say she is a female Triton.
Yes.
That's odd.
Is that relevant?
It is, because the name Shattuck is typically give to males.
Oh.
Yes. It is... 1 minute. Peter! Peter, where's that book? And you see him yelling at one of the cats. No, that... give me a minute. Peter!
He's a crazy cat man.
Yep.
Here we go. And you see him, like, there is a very large tome with a seafoam leather cover, and he, like, cracks it open. Yeah. So Shattuck is, I don't know why I remember this, probably because it has to deal with fish. Names shadfish. In Aquan. No, in common, it's shadfish. It's a male name, so that's the first thing that strikes me as odd. Sorry, I kind of hung on that.
I love him.
Can
we keep it?
No.
The second thing is,
he's weird.
So she is a child of ill omen. So it could probably mean many things. I would probably have to, see the girl. Also, maybe if she knows what kind of... Because usually children of ill fate, bad luck, they may be born under ill omens, such as a blood moon or planet alignment, or
they said it was a planet alignment row, just so.
Okay, thank you.
Or there was a murder of 10 crows that flew over the cuckoo's nest, and then she happened to be born on that at that moment.
Yeah, the witch said it was a specific planet alignment that was recognized by, like, the Tritons.
Well, no, that's actually it's the planet alignment that would remove the curse.
No, but they were gonna murder her.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was... Okay, I might be misremembering, Darren, but I thought...
No, they were going to sacrifice her.
Yeah, they were sacrifice her at a planet alignment.
Okay,
yeah.
So she wasn't born at a planet alignment, they were just going to sacrifice her.
Yes.
At one, okay.
Did
the witch ever say why they knew she was a child of ill omen?
I don't think she explained to you why.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Stefan says I would have to know because
They did say they were going to sacrifice her because of a planet alignment. Not that she was born under a planet alignment.
So they were going to sacrifice her under a specific planet alignment.
Yes.
Did they say if they were going to sacrifice her to a deity or a divine being of some sort?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. I mean, that would help a lot if you could find that out.
They did.
Unfortunately, the witch the merfolk witch who waylaid our ship, is dead now.
I see. Okay. That complicates things.
Does it though?
I don't know. Annabelle, does that complicate things?
Oh Jesus!
You see a very very bored Siamese on the top of on a stack of books, just looking at him like, what the fuck should I? Why the fuck would I know?
Yeah.
Did you let him know that it was going to be a soon planetary alignment? Maybe that'll narrow it down for him too.
I mean, I kind of assumed that was implied in what I said, but
that's a good point.
You know, that pigeon flying overhead just reminded me.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
It is they did imply that the planetary alignment would be soon. They were very, very
they wanted her
insistent.
Now.
Yes, I know, guys.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they were very insistent on taking her right then and there.
A planet alignment soon. George! And you see him like nearly he gets up from his chair. Chair falls to the side. He goes behind the potbelly stove, and he's like, George, which button is that again? And there is another bored cat underneath the table he just leapt up from. That's just sleeping and raises one eye towards Stefan, and then closes the eye again as if he couldn't be bothered.
I just kind of, while his back is turned, just kind of glance at Rain.
Rain is just what the fuck is going on here? You see the clear sky above you shift into a starry night sky. And you hear him mumbling under his breath, okay, if it's a seven moon, and it's the year of there, and then we do that, and then we hear that, and then we make several calculations. Okay, and then okay. I thought that would be the case. And you said that she was when he goes back and he's looking up at the artificial night sky. When you say she attacked you, where exactly were you? I assume you're close to Dragon's Beach, correct?
Relatively.
Okay.
I can't remember. How long did it take us to get?
6 hours or so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We were about 6 hours out on our journey from Port Cyan.
Okay, so
we're on our way to Haven.
Okay, so you probably this time he grabs a map. All right, so if you traveled there, you probably took this route because that's pretty common with the sea faring folk and pirates. You probably... Do you know what kind of ship you're on? Like the type at all?
Rain?
I think we're on a brig.
Yeah, she would know.
A brig,
Okay, so
apparently.
so that means you were probably traveling, and at this point you could probably see the equations forming,
Yeah.
like in front of him, kind of like Sherlock's mind palace type of deal. All right, so you're traveling that way, and then you were that way, and you recently came, so the weather probably wouldn't have been that, and not now, Annabelle. Okay.
Is it even the same?
It's the same cat. It's the same cat. That's just like
Okay.
off. Okay. So that narrows it down. I've got the planet. I know the planet alignment. And being a Triton, I guess that would make sense, but I haven't heard that name in a long time. But I don't know much about her. Huh.
She's about 5 years old.
No, not the
Oh.
not the girl. The planet alignment that. So a lot of the planet alignments, when you sacrifice a person, a chicken, a dog, a cat, and then
Yes.
like
Okay.
all the cats as soon as he says cat, all the cats in the room just look at him, and he's just like, sorry, jeez. They're so sensitive. When you sacrifice when you sacrifice anything, a lot of times, star alignment, planet alignment, time of day, time of year, can relate to certain divine beings. For example, all the holidays that were related to, Raven Queen and Arathis and like Moradin, those were initially put in place because there was a certain alignment during that day when the holiday was performed, or the holiday was dedicated to, that was related to God, goddess, primordial, titan, whatever. This planet alignment, since I happen to hang around a lot of sailors and pirates in my youth, is related to Umberly. You can roll a religion check if you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right, okay, so let me get my note about her. So, Umberly, the general knowledge about Umberly is not of the major pantheons. It's one of the many minor gods that exist in Pandera. Umberly is known as the Bitch Queen, or the Queen of the Depths. She is an evil sea goddess. Usually she is not so much worshipped, but appeased by sailors and people traveling by the sea out of fear of her very destructive powers. And she controls pretty much anything bad that happens ocean-wise is caused by her. The drowning of people, typhoons, storms. She is known as a particularly malicious, petty, vain deity. She acts on just whims and when making deals with mortals, they say. And she's quite greedy for power and very, very hungry for the flattery of others.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, Stefan explains, yeah, she is she's a pretty nasty figure. Pretty nasty. don't really think I can, like, unless I see the girl or, like, know the circumstances of her birth. There's thousands and thousands of ways to remove curses like these. Sometimes it could be just snap your fingers to some major deity and they'll remove it. Other times it's, like cut a chicken's head off during this planet alignment and then throw it into the lake of disembodiment or something like that.
Hold on a moment.
Okay.
I will use a sending spell. I will send a message to Melanie
Okay.
and ask her if she can ask Shattuck what the circumstances of her birth were.
Lynn, I cast tongues on you before we left, so you can speak with Shattuck.
Yay! We have been talking nonstop.
And in the message, I will also say something along the lines of, please keep to 25 words or less.
All right.
If possible.
So you said the circumstances of her birth?
Yeah, does she know how she was, like, why she was considered bad luck type of thing? Or what?
Why is she a child of ill omen?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I will
see if she knows.
To Shattuck.
Okay. Shattuck looks up at you.
Finding the voice, finding it.
You can get it, I believe in you.
Nope, that's Saffron. God damn, the southern accent, it eats all other accents.
It does,
guys.
it does.
Don't ever use it. All right. Shattuck? Were you born under... Do you know if what was happening when you were born that made people think that you were unlucky?
You see her think real hard. Wellers. Well, they said Mommy died. Daddy left.
Yeah.
I don't know Daddy.
It's okay, I'll be your mommy. Daddy, I love you so much.
This is your heir.
Someone was really mad. Somebody was mad at me before I was me.
Before you were born?
I think.
Do you know anything, like a sound that might have been in their name? Did it sound like a maybe an R sound or a sound, or do you know any idea what their name sounded like?
And you see her thinking real hard. I know they were... I think they were mad at Daddy, but I know his name, I think.
Okay. What was his name?
They called him, and she says, I'm gonna butcher this.
Just go for it. Make a decision, Darren.
You've got this. We believe in you.
She says a name, but like the tongues kind of translate it to
Mm-hmm.
for you in common. He who swims with Saigon.
Okay.
The name she gives, like the pronunciation she gives is uh Ikovas.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, Iakovas?
Mm-hmm.
Ikovas? Either
Or-
one sounds
Or
fine.
Yakovas.
Oh, Yakovas.
Yaskovas,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yakovas. Yakovas. Something
All
like
right. Well, thank you for remembering. I'm sure that it's not happy to think about, and I appreciate that you remembered for me.
Okay.
Okay. And I will.
Can I have that cookie now? And you see your
Only
like.
if you are willing to split it with me.
Okay.
Okay. We will split said cookie as I send back let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, this isn't that bad. I'm not gonna gesture it. Okay, so and then she didn't say that she thought that it had anything to do with when she was born, and I don't think I asked, did I?
Well, from what it sounded
I mean, like
to me,
timeline. It sounds like it was just the dad. So, all right, I'm not gonna ask any more questions. I'm gonna reply. They were mad about her father, Ikovas, he who swims with, and you said Saigon?
I think I spelled it wrong.
it's Sahagan, I think.
Sahagan, yeah.
Sahagan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what it sounded like to me is basically her dad cheated on somebody, and I think somebody cursed him.
Yeah, I'm getting some cursey vibes.
You receive a new message that says, "Who is they? And is that all?"
Shattuck.
Mouthful of
they.
cookie at this
Mhm.
rate.
Shattuck.
What?
Do you said that they were mad at you before you were born, before you were you?
Mm-hmm.
Was that your tribe, or was that somebody in particular?
I don't know.
Okay. I will send back. She doesn't know exactly who was mad about it. And wait, what was the other part of the question? I think it was why.
Is that all? Is that all?
He may have cheated on somebody. I'm pretty sure that's under 25.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Fair enough. Don't tell me about her mom dying.
Oh, her mom died. Also, the mom died. I forgot about that.
Jesus Christ. DM, is that too metagamey?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
No, that's just that I forgot. So yeah, it's.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you forget, then Melanie
I
forget.
forgot. Mel wouldn't have forgotten. She just had that conversation.
You just had that conversation.
Yeah, you've met me. I mean, online at least.
Anyway, so then I will tell Stefan. It seems that, the people that somebody was mad at, Shattuck before she was born. That her father's name was Yakovas, apparently, which means he who swims with Sahagan.
Mm-hmm.
And he might have been cheating on someone with possibly Shattuck's mother, I assume?
Interesting.
Or maybe the other way around.
For-
And her mother died
Oh.
when she was born.
Oh dear. Poor child. Well, that... I don't know much. The name, I can't... The name of her father seems important. And there's no name of the mother?
I was not given one.
Okay. So if there was no name... So the father... He who swims with Sagwin. I might be able to... He gestures to the books. I might be able to find something about it, but at the moment... Oh, tea's ready! And then, as he's going to get the tea, one of the Siamese cats just knocks the kettle off the stove. And he just stares, and this cat just stares at him.
Damn.
And
that is brutal.
And Stefan's like... Oh, it's your feeding. Oh. I'm sorry! Cat just continues to death glare him. Cynthia! It's a new book!
Gonna be honest, these all have human names. These are apprentices he has turned into cats.
I'm sorry about the tea, miss.
It's fine.
But
it's really not a big deal.
Well, since I know you now, if I come across anything, gestures to the books again, I will let you know. That name sounds like it's important. I will look for that name. I'll give it my, the good old Magic University try. But it might take a little bit. I really need to learn how to get organized. Maybe there's a book on that. Maybe I need more books.
Yes, that's what you need, darling.
You think
There's
so?
more things to add to the mess.
Oh, you're being sarcastic.
Just a little.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I need that book on, I don't know, something about how throwing away things that don't bring you joy.
Yes, the KonMari method. A wise sage elf. From the Northern Land.
I apologize, I can't be of any more help. Not until I
So
look
you have...
around.
Well, please do your best to look around, or perhaps I could help. I happen to be a learned, magically learned person myself. If you wouldn't mind me having a look around.
Oh, no. Please, feel free. And if you need to know, like, where things are, or, like, if you need, like, an extra quill or something, I'm sure Henry will be happy to help you out. He's the nicest of them.
I appreciate the potential help. But I think I will do better on my own.
Are you sure? Henry's right here, and like when he's he pats his robe, there's a pocket, and a little Siamese kitten pops their head out of the pocket.
Why would you do this?
I missed it. What's
Siamese kitten in pocket named Henry.
Oh, so cute.
He's learning the ropes, so he's got to learn where everything is.
Well, if I must. And Tilda will absolutely take the kitten.
Here you go. He likes
kitten.
He likes pockets.
Unfortunately, I do not have pockets.
Oh,
Would you mind a shoulder?
he's okay with those two. And you now have a parrot kitten.
Yay! I want to keep him forever. He's my wizard's familiar now.
You miss Pocket Kitten. Tilda has a pocket kitten, well, Sans pocket on her shoulder.
Shoulder kitten.
I have a shoulder kitten.
Yeah, so you and Tilda went to a crazy man's house. Well, crazy magic person's house who has lots of cats.
She knows.
Well, no,
I think she knows.
maybe.
I can't remember if she left before the cats part.
Yeah.
They're all Siamese.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna take a look around with my I'll put in the oh my god, the monocle, the scholar's monocle,
Okay.
and start looking around.
Okay, awesome. I just need to... Alright. Roll an intelligence check and we'll get back to you while Melanie and Zaitari and Ronny go to...
Is it just intelligence or investigation?
Investigation.
Nice.
While Melanie, Shadok, Zaitari, and Ron... and... Three people. Them people.
Yep.
As we're walking,
Are walking.
since I'm sure we're now rewound back to when we split off,
Mm-hmm.
Ronny,
Yes.
or it can just be now we're just looking for them, or the people, the guy in the woods whose name I can't remember right now.
Tannen.
Yeah, Tannen.
Tannen.
Have you tried today to beseech Tia to break the curse?
I don't think I've tried yet. I can give it the old college try now. Let's see.
Might as well.
Yep.
Certainly save a lot of time if
Mhm.
it worked out.
It's just rolling a d100, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be below his cleric level. Nope.
Nope.
Damn, got
seems
close though.
Yeah.
Need to shave off that 10.
Seems like he ain't answering today.
Well, we can try tomorrow if this doesn't work out.
We sure can. I'm gonna try to find this guy's place now. So he has wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can roll his survival check at advantage.
Oh, okay. My bad. Let's do twice. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well, I don't know.
Praise be.
I don't know this area very well, but I think he might be that way from what that lady was saying. And he starts
Yes.
shuffling.
She said near a spring in the woods.
My water senses are telling me to go
Tingling.
this way. All right. So
He's actually just a divining rod in a turtle shell.
So Shadok is like hanging out. Finished her cookie. So where are we going?
Yes.
Ronny's not here to interact with this child, and I can't understand her.
Rodney's a little busy.
Oh, I'm with you guys?
Yeah.
We're going to the place that I know about.
How come?
Because
Doesn't sound like Melanie.
because God damn it, I was at work for 10.5 hours.
No, it's okay. I get it.
We are going there because we want to make sure that no one hurts you.
Oh,
We didn't like that they were trying to hurt you, and we want to see if we can get them to stop.
okay. Um. Okay.
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 I
How are they gonna do that?
Well, we actually aren't sure yet. We are still trying to find that out.
Mm,
So,
okay.
yes.
What's that?
What is it?
She points to a tree and it has like not fully ripe acorns, so they're still green on
Mhm.
them.
I will describe that.
Oh, what's an acorn?
I will go down this hole. It's fine. I'll just keep going.
Okay. So it makes that. And she points to the tree again.
Eventually, yes.
Okay. Can you eat them?
Maybe let's not. I'm not 100% sure when they're poisonous to who, and I don't really want to, yeah, let's just not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do the thing again with the big furry head?
I will then put the thing on my head, and I will even add in a little bit of a dance.
So you guys continue through the woods. You do see the spring eventually. And what can only be described as it's not so much a hut. It's if you took a giant bowl made of mud, plopped in the center of a clearing, and there's a doorway that is like a half oval. And there's some. It kind of looks like a beaver's dam that's in the shape of a bowl,
Mm-hmm.
face down,
Okay.
like face down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's big enough for a human to live in.
Okay.
It's really the only dwelling out here that is human
Yeah,
livable.
that makes.
Yeah, and Ronnie's like, I think that's. I mean, unless, they've got some, really big beavers out here. I think that's where we're looking for.
I'll walk up to the door.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a door.
There is a curtain.
Okay.
It's a very shoddy curtain. Like, there's holes. It looks like it's made out of some, it's made from a burlap sack. And then there's a straight stick that's, like, attached to either side of the doorway that's holding it up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
to make it sound like a door knocking.
Okay.
Because I can't really tap on a mud hut and have it make a sound.
Yep.
Say, excuse me,
Yes!
Mr. Tannen,
Yes!
would you mind coming out here to speak with us, please?
Oh, sure. Let me just get my stick.
Oh boy,
And
here we go.
and hear some noises coming in from inside.
Mhm.
Like, the sound of, like, maybe a blanket of some sort being, like, tossed aside. And there's, like, a big, like, dull thud, probably from a stick. And he comes out this man with horrible scoliosis. Like, just bent over.
Yeah.
like slight hump on his back.
Mhm.
And he got some teeth in like the front of his mouth.
Yes, he has an amount of teeth.
He's a certain amount of teeth. Not all of them are there. Probably less than half. If you could judge. Very very skinny. Like you swear like when he moves his arms, you can see his skin flapping. It's just that old.
Yes.
And he's got like one of his eyes looks glazed over, kind of like there's like a thin veil, and the blues of the blue of that eye is the same color as the sky, but the good eye is a darker, almost navy color. It's so dark it's almost black. And he, shuffles out. Yes, I'm Tannen. How can I help?
Hi, hello, Mr. Tannen. We were hoping that you could maybe help us with a predicament
Okay.
that we're in.
Okay.
We just have a few questions. Maybe see if you could assist. Are you familiar with tritons at all?
Like that one? And he points to Shattuck.
Yes.
Yeah, I met a few in my day.
Okay, good start. How about unbreakable curses?
Depends on the curse.
Okay.
Some of them are simple, some are complicated. Some curse usually works.
This lovely girl here, her name is Shattuck.
She waves.
Seems to be cursed by some unknown means.
Okay.
We tried to do remove curse, but that absolutely did not work.
Okay.
Our companion, Ronny, and I'll gesture to the turtle,
Ronny waves.
attempted to do the remove curse and instead got blasted back, and it blew out a door. So that is not a valid method of removing the curse, unfortunately.
It's a really big curse. Got it.
Yes. It seems that we had an encounter with this Triton sea witch who wanted to take Shattuck, and we assume sacrifice her in order to, I don't know, remove the bad luck from them or do something else. Said that she was a child of ill omen.
Those are usually really bad.
Okay. Fortunately, she is not a problem, but she wanted to sacrifice the girl for some kind of planet alignment that was either happening yesterday or today or shortly. We're not quite sure. We couldn't really get details on that sort of thing, but overall bad, and we are in need of knowledge or assistance to help this child.
Okay. And what's your name?
Zaitari.
Okay, and what's her name? Points to Melanie.
Melanie, too, Oven.
Okay. Don't quite have room for all of you, so let's just sit outside. Come on, I got a fire pit in the back.
Sounds great.
All right, so we shuffle away, and as he is shuffling towards the fire pit, which has some stumps you guys could sit on. There's a couple blankets. There is a fox who takes what looks like the remnants of his meal and scurries off. And he just is like, well, there goes dinner. Can I offer you some... He looks around. Water? More water? I was gonna offer you some fish, but...
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. Sit. Alright. So. And you see Shattuck tugs on your shirt, Mel, and she's like,
yes?
why is he like he kind of like motions to the shoulders and back area.
Well, he is. Now, hold on. Tongues means everyone can understand me, right?
Let me check.
I don't think so.
Target speaks at least, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
Okay, so
Well,
yes.
That makes it more difficult.
Yeah.
Well, he is old. And sometimes, I'm just hoping he's also deaf. Sometimes when humans, is he human?
Yes.
When humans get old, they just kind of crumble up and they just kind of curl into a little ball.
It's
And
gravity doing its magic.
they just kind of get smooshed over time. But when you see somebody like this, you see how he's frail and tiny and really bent over, terrible looking. That actually means that he's lived a very long life. And, that's generally a sign that he did something.
Do you want to be
That's
turned
the-
into a newt?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you want to be turned into a newt, young lady?
Oh, I thought it was Shattuck. Oh.
No. He's right there.
Well,
It's
do
okay,
not.
I'm just joking. Sit down.
Mr. Tannen,
Yes.
I know it's not much, but if you have a jar or a vessel of some kind, I can make you some honey.
Okay.
Well, you said your fish is gone.
Yes. How do you think I lost these teeth in the first place?
Were you
It's-
eating rocks?
Sugar will do that to you. Alright.
It
No,
was-
I'm good.
it
I'm good.
would
I'm good.
offer- It's fine.
I'm fine. Alright, let's...
So I'll take out the alchemy jar and just whisper wine.
Okay.
Take a swig.
Alright.
This
So,
could be a long chat.
So, okay. Alright, so... Can you tell the girl to come here for a minute? I promise I won't hurt her.
Insight check.
Okay. You're pretty sure that he's telling the truth.
Okay.
I'll say to her, Shattuck, do you mind coming over here? He has some, I believe, questions. Not sure.
Okay. Okay. She like kind of shuffles over, just looks at him like, what the hell? He's like,
She just flips him off.
he tries to Could you tell her to say ah? I need to see her teeth.
Will you show him your teeth? And I'll do it too. I'll
Alright,
just like.
alright.
"Arr."
Okay. You have some lettuce over there. He points to you, Mel. Alright, let's see. Okay. He motions, stick out your tongue. Okay. And he's like, alright, he's like, you can close your mouth. Let's see. Arms. Alright. Eyes.
Is he counting like the number of arms and eyes? Or
No,
something?
he looks like
He's basically doing like a full body.
Yeah, he's
exam
inspecting
kind
the
of thing.
skin. Alright, let's see. There and there and... Alright. Don't be alarmed. I want to touch her hand. Could you let her know that I'm gonna do that? I don't want her to get scared. I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to feel the skin.
Can he touch your hand? And I'll hold out my hand like I want her to hold.
She'll be like, okay. And he will Okay. Alright, we're getting somewhere. How old is she?
5?
5.
Shattuck, how old are you?
5. 5.
5?
5. 5. Okay,
She's 5.
She's 5. Anything you can tell me about her birth?
Her mother died.
Okay, that's pretty
And-
common in these curses.
Her father was of Avanik. He was also known as He Who Swims with Soggin. And he was possibly cheating on somebody. It wasn't really clear who or why or with what. Or...
Could you repeat the name again?
And I do so. I forget how you guys
Yakovas?
pronounced it.
Yakovas.
Yakovas.
That's not.
Is that not good?
No, that's. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
He like
What kind of face is he making?
He's
right now?
he's making like the oh shit face, and then he just sits down, and he's
Okay.
like, you can go back to your place, like making the hand waving motion. You can go now. You can go like back sit where you were. Oh,
I will kind of take Shattuck back to a seat, and I will kind of like I will take my bear hood off and like put it on her head and kind of like let her kind of play with it a little bit while we're talking about grown up stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Tannen.
Yes.
We'd love to know why you're making that terrible sound.
Yes.
Okay. Gather round, children. Old Tannen's got a sea tale for you.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez. Alright. So, I assume, since you told me that name and you don't know what it means, that you don't know who he is. And I'm pretty sure, like, a triton, or, like a merfolk would never name their child that. Okay.
Can I make like an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, sure. Arcana
for
would
this
be
name,
yeah.
since it seems like it's important.
It sounds very familiar, but it's probably more really like tied to like merfolk or Salkin lore. So that's not really your realm of expertise.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Bard wouldn't know if I come across like some kind of story like he's about to tell, so.
So, Ikovis. So, y'all know about like sharks and whatnot.
Yes, we fought some weresharks.
We've seen ghost sharks.
Well, ghost sharks are really shitty. I'll just tell you that. Have you ever heard of the Lokatha before?
Have
Can I
we?
make a
You can roll a
check?
yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll do another one.
Alright.
Nope, absolutely not.
Alright. So
I'm trying to open my cheat. Can I do it too?
yeah, sure. Nope.
Was it Arcana? Did I get
Yeah,
it
it was.
right?
Yeah, you rolled Arcana and you rolled
Wow.
5.
Same number.
Wow.
So, you'll, and I'll put the name of the race in the chat.
Okay.
They are a race of fish folk, different from Kuatoa. Kuatoa are more like the Underdark kind of race. These guys are fish people. They literally look like fish that stand on 2 fins.
Oh yeah, they do look like fish people.
Yeah, they're fish people. So they are oh boy. So they got this legend. I mean, I've been around the sea a lot, talked to your merfolk, Kuatoa, any type of. I guess you could say I'm a sea person, not so much sailor. Anyways, so there's a legend. There is this really, 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 really big shark that roams the waters of here and sometimes the plane of water. His name is, and I'll give you a silver piece if you can guess what it is. His name is... What?
Whatever that guy's name is. Hodadz.
Ikovis.
Ikovis.
Yes. So he roams the sea as a giant shark, as big as a ship, eats whales, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I do hope he has shape-changing abilities then.
He happens it does, but you're getting a little too ahead of yourself. Alright. So.
Taking pity on our mother. Okay, continue.
So. Ikovis, in the days long ago, he was looking for another like himself. He questioned the gods and their design and, wondered, why is there only one of me? And they didn't answer him, obviously. So
is he going to turn into a giant shark?
He just wanted to find another giant shark, I guess. So he went back to the ocean and was sad for a really long time. So he searched and searched for love and acceptance. Your typical romantic story.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually he drew the eye of a deity named Umberly. Y'all know who Umberly is? She's kind of a bitch.
I rest my head in my hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
So, they found each other.
It always goes.
They found each other, and, Ikovis actually really loved her before she was... Well, she was less of a bitch than according to the tale. And in turn, I mean, I'm sure, he'd just tell them.
Yeah. He basically just did.
Yeah. So, in turn, she, gifted him, stuff. Metals, stones, godlike abilities, immortality. Apparently, you get those if you shack up with a god.
Okay.
Yeah. So, legend has it that, he eventually used his newfound powers to conquer some land, erect a massive palace, and while Umberly was away on other planes, he would return to his palace, inspire wars, usually with fish, and stealing their mage's magic items. So, apparently, he grew greedy. He grew greedy for power. He had a harem that numbered in the hundreds, but as long as, Umberly didn't care, as long as, he was, he loved her and her alone. So, he pretended to fall in love with one of his harem individuals, and Umberly got real jealous and killed her. And Ikovis thought, hey, I can actually control my lover's reaction and stuff.
Wait, after he died?
No, after she slew his beloved, quote unquote. Ikovas pretty much thought that.
Oh, I thought you said that she killed him.
No. We're not.
Okay.
We're not that far yet. Not that she killed him. He's still around, obviously. Obviously. So, unfortunately, Umberly became really pissed off. And then took his left eye, which she tore from his skull. She didn't kill him, because she still loved him.
Of course.
Yep. And then, Ikovas was pissed off, so he hoarded his magic items to take revenge on Umberly. That didn't really go the way he wanted. Legend has it, she shattered his bones, spilled his blood, and left him for dead, and took all the magic items he had and scattered them across the world. So he's still looking for revenge, apparently. And, well, she might be part of that, and he kind of, gestures towards, Shadok.
So, from the sounds of it, this, Ikovas found a new lady, knocked her up, Umberly got pissed.
Or she's just trying to get back at him in some way.
Yeah. Cursed the poor woman, and then cursed the child. That's fun. Well,
or the curse was it's tied into just Jovadic being who he is.
Ikovas.
I mean, it could be that just his existence being, her father is maybe enough to cause this.
So, and I do believe the same Ikovas is her father. The reason I was looking at her teeth and asked, to feel her skin, as soon as you said the name, I did notice that her teeth are a lot more pointier than most Triton folk I've met. Skin pretty sandpapery, like a shark's skin.
Didn't notice.
So,
Any tips on how to break it? The curse, I mean.
It sounds to me like we just need to go kill the giant shark immortal giant shark that our god had trouble killing. That's simple enough.
I don't think that's gonna do it. I have an idea.
That wouldn't be enough?
Well, no. Anything else happened to you on this trip? So, you said, weird things happened, right?
Yes.
There were weresharks.
We got attacked by weresharks.
What did they look like?
The
weresharks. Yeah.
They look like weresharks.
Did they look like, he describes hammerhead sharks. Do they look more like, blue sharks? They're different varieties of weresharks he's trying to get with,
I will describe to the best of my abilities the weresharks that we encountered.
Okay.
Because I don't know the differences between sharks.
He ponders. Most likely, I'm guessing. I think if you get attacked by weresharks again,
should we save ahead to question it?
Maybe, but here's the thing. Umberly created weresharks. Thinking if she is the one who did this, there is a pretty simple way of handling this. I don't know if it's a surefire way, but it can't hurt to try.
And that would be?
So, there are similar curses I've heard of. You know, God getting jealous, cursing a child, because God is jealous.
Okay.
If you can get Ecovis's or a descendant of Ecovis's blood,
Just like a little bit of it.
you're gonna need a lot of it.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
You're gonna need to bathe her in it.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm. It's a terrible bath.
Yeah.
Okay, do go on though.
And it's probably gonna be at the if you could find out the time she was born.
No, we should not bathe her in her own blood.
I mean, you could, then she'd be dead. She'd be real dead.
Yes. Why do we need to find out the time she was born?
You would determine whether you have to do it at low or high tide. It's pretty important when it comes to things like this.
Melanie, could you ask her if she knows?
If she were born during low or high tide.
Mm-hmm.
Shadok,
Hmm?
do you know if you were born at low or high tide?
She shrugs.
Okay.
Yep.
Worth a shot.
I don't know either.
He's pondering. If you can't find out, I mean, there's only two. 50-50?
True.
You'd
But,
need a lot more blood, though, for 2 baths.
No, it's fine. I think
You can't just save it.
we have some methods to potentially determine something like that. I just look at Ronny because commune.
Yeah. Alright. Is that wine? He's looking at you, Zaitari.
Yes. Why?
May I have some, please?
Sure. Do you have a cup?
Yep. Grabs his cup, dumps out the water, holds it out.
I will pour him a glass.
Thank you. Ah. I didn't want to think about weresharks today, he said.
So basically, what you're saying that we need to do to break this curse is bathe her in the blood of a descendant of Ecovis
Yep.
during low or high tide, depending on when she was born.
Yep.
And that's it?
Well, I see this having a 60% chance of working.
Okay. We would prefer something
So,
higher.
Higher? Might help if you can locate one of the magic items that got scattered. Something of his, but I don't know much about them because there were so many.
Well, we do have powerful magics we could try to utilize. Let's take care of that. But maybe we could do some
Possibly,
research.
if we're finding a specific magic item, we could possibly see if Nenreen could do a little bit of research.
Yes. I don't have sending today, but
Tilda does.
yes. So we could
Because
ask
she
her
was
about
talking
it.
to me for a little while there.
Oh, I figured. I was hoping you were just talking to yourself.
Did I say all that out loud at one point?
Well, yes, that's how sending works.
Oh. Well, okay.
Back with Tilda, who has a adorable pocket kitten on her shoulder, who's just been sleeping most of this time.
I love him.
So
I give him lots of kisses.
So you find actually a bunch of similar information that your compatriots just found. Actually, he has a very generous section on sea folk, merfolk of different types and all that. The problem is it's just everywhere. But it seems like every time you find a book you need, there's a cat sleeping on it. As if they know you need that book. And you have woken up at least 6 cats. All different.
There were only 5!
You only saw 5. You don't know where these cats keep coming from. It's like he has an interdimensional space full of cats or something.
Did you see that magic item? That was a bag of holding, but it only produces cats.
I think I've seen it before, but I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, okay.
Kittens.
But you do eventually find out Ikovis is essentially a megalodon.
Jeez.
Yeah. A megalodon who sometimes takes the form of a heavily tattooed muscular man.
Hot.
We were all thinking it.
Yep.
I really wasn't. Your friendly local ace person.
I'm not even making this shit up because that's what he is
I'm
usually
just-
in the Faerun lore.
Wait, do we get to fight fucking Jason Momoa?
Oh,
I
God.
was just about to say, oh man, does he look like Jason Momoa?
I think I've used the Jason Momoa comparison before, so I might have to go with The Rock or something at this point.
I don't remember you using a Jason Momoa comparison.
I feel like I did, but okay, sure. He's Jason Momoa.
Yes. Zaitari wants to
Hope
find
Rain
him.
doesn't. Hope Rain doesn't mind.
It's fine.
Yeah. So
We all need to make exceptions. There needs to be like a path, and I think Tegan's gonna need to make one too.
so Tilda, you do. I mean, you connect the dots. It's pretty easy to see at this point, especially since Henry is giving you inspiration. Kittens give inspiration. Sure.
Is it just an inspa kitten?
Oh my gosh.
What have you done to us, Darren?
I don't know. I thought throwing in a crazy cat man would be fun.
It is fun.
To who, I don't know.
We're all obsessed with him now.
I'm just obsessed with my kitten.
Yeah.
With Henry.
Looks like you're gonna need to take the Find Familiar spell.
So when you're opening,
I've already found him.
so when you're opening the book to find out more about Ikovis, Henry kind of tumbles off your shoulder onto the book you're reading, and he just kind of sits up and looks at you, and then he goes to the edge of the book, and he starts pawing at the page, and then
I just let him, I lift my hands away from the pages and let him.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Why you gotta ruin things?
Anyways, so
Those stick arms look so wrong.
he paws at the edge of the page, and then a couple of the pages flip over, and there you see a couple of the magic items that he used to possess. And then Henry starts batting his paw at that part of the page.
What a good little boy. Yes, you are. Oh, you're such a clever little boy. I'll start reading the part that Henry definitely just directed me towards. 'Cause he's a good little boy.
Welcome.
Oh fuck.
And he just
Did he actually say welcome?
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit! Tilda just
Motherfucking excuse me?
exactly. Basically, that's what her face is. Just like,
It's like that new meme going around with the Friends guy who's I don't know the Friends characters, but he just has his head resting in his hand, just kind of like looking content, and then his eyes go wide, and the second panel like when the cat talks.
oh, Joey. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just like, and then, yeah. Basically.
But
I beg your pardon?
you're welcome.
Tilda.exe has stopped working.
And you hear from the other side of the room, Henry, I told you not to do that in front of the guests. Sorry.
So you can talk.
Yeah.
Well, that's also very clever.
We all can. And
Oh,
like
I
all the
know.
cats are just
I
And-
surmised. Why can you talk?
And he looks like sheepish and like Stefan's like so my dad in his infinite wisdom decided to make Tessym without wings, kind of like how you have Manx
Oh my
cat.
god.
And then
Kind of like how you have what?
Manx cats, you know, the ones with the really
Cats,
really
okay,
short
yep.
hair.
Yep.
And then in his infinite wisdom, he decided to awaken the breeding pair. And then in his infinite wisdom, he decided to give me all of the cats after he died.
My god.
Can we have
All of them?
Do you really want this many talking cats?
No!
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Rain, KK,
We've
help
seen,
us
like,
out
what,
here.
5?
Oh no! We're outvoted, son of a bitch.
And they agreed never to speak of this moment again. But
Awaken the cats. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
but
That's
Stefan
expensive,
says,
though.
yeah. He also gave me this tower in his will, so I could keep the cats, and they wouldn't get bored. And he points to the ceiling,
Wait, what's on the ceiling?
the artificial sky.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I love him. Can we keep him?
Does Rain ask that?
I want Stefan to come with us.
Stefan and all his cats.
Yes.
Uh,
Transport your tower next to our keep, please.
I mean, Stefan says, technically Annabelle owns the tower, and he points
Yep.
to Annabelle, the oldest of the Siamese. So, yeah. And then probably her son George will inherit it.
What book is George sleeping on?
George is currently sleeping on the book about how to care for your Tessym.
Don't take its wings off.
So yeah, I usually tell them not to talk when I have guests. It makes it less awkward. Also,
I
they're
would like to.
they're telepathic. I don't think.
What? What the fuck? He's got goddamn telepathic cat.
Well, they don't have lips to speak, so having telepathy makes sense.
Oh right. So you hear them speak with your mind?
So at this point, Stefan Tilda looks very defeated.
We 100% can let this spread.
But Stefan says, "Have you found what you're looking for?" Or did he looks at Henry?
I look back at what Henry was. How dare you, Rain? KK. No.
Anyways, would you like that book?
So, well, I looked down at the page that he was indicating, and like, is there anything particular that Henry seemed to be wanting to tell me?
He was pointing.
And then I will ask, was there anything particular you wanted me to see on this page, darling?
So Henry has like that, that Chester cat grin on his face at this point. I don't know how he makes it. He's like, well, I mean, seems like you were looking for stuff that, Big Shark used to have. So, I pointed to things that Big Shark used to have.
So what do I see on this page? Like, are the artifacts like anything specific, or
Yes.
something I recognize?
He is pointing to three items in particular. The first item is called Brine Lord's Bane. So I'll put all three of the items in.
Okay.
So Brine Lord's Bane and the Conch of Ocarina. Conch Ocarina. And then the third item is Arya's glass ship. So, Arya's glass ship. Alright.
Looks like we're doing some legend lore.
Alright.
Hopefully it ties into that treasure map
Grass?
we have.
Grass ship or glass ship?
Sorry, grass ship. Sorry,
Grass,
I
okay.
saw.
I
I saw
said glass as well.
Yeah, sorry, I misspoke because there are a couple other items and one has glass in the name too. So yeah. All right. So and it gives a short description of what they are. So the Brine Lord's Bane is a silvery steel blade. The description of the item is it's embellished with gold, and it pretty much gives you it's good against creatures of the elemental type, undead, fiend, constructs, and fae. There are a couple more added effects towards these creatures, but it doesn't go into that much detail. The other item is an instrument. As far as you can tell, just a very lovely sounding instrument that happens to be magical. And the third item, it sounds really nice, magically enhanced, perhaps. The third item is described as a model ship woven carefully from grass. If you blow into the sails of the ship, it will lift from your hands and float away in the direction it is pointing. It also will carry small items. It sounds more like a child's toy, because it doesn't seem like it will. The weirdest thing is, please do not submerge in water. Will not work. He had a lot of magic items, but this is the three that Henry's pointing at.
Horde has been underwater.
He comes
That's
up.
what I would think.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it depends on where Emberly decided to scatter them.
But I mean, like, originally, it would have made sense for...
Yeah.
He did have a massive palace on land.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Is that where the hump shack was?
Yes, that's where it was initially.
And
then
that's what they
Shack
called
is a
it.
little
And there was a
place.
band called the C-53s.
Yeah, where
There
we
was
can
the
get together.
Hump Shack. It's a little old place where...
Yep, we had the same exact thought, Ro.
Yep.
So yeah, he points to those 3 items.
Is there anything in the book that says where they are?
No.
But
We have
legend
legends
lore.
for that.
Yeah.
I think we have at least one casting.
I have 2. Yep.
Oh, okay, there we go. Fancy that.
Enough for 2.
And then we can have Ronny cast Commune to figure out when this child was born, so that we don't have to guess.
But yeah, Henry says, so yeah. I mean, meow. And then Steffa is just like, this is my life. This is my life.
It's a good thing that me and Melanie didn't go to this house, this tower, or we'd be coming home with cats.
All the cats.
All the cats.
I have a question to not our DM, but to Darred.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to make an estimate, how long would a sentient cat that was, a Tessym, take to end up evolving thumbs?
It depends, because the thumbs would have to be useful.
Thumbs are always useful.
I mean, yeah, but it would have to give it, like, talking from, like, an evolutionary standpoint.
Right.
It would have to give them an edge to survival to make that a positive trait to pass on. So if these magical wingless Tessym cats were in the wild and they bred, and the ones who, let's pretend they're prides of lions, the males that have the thumbs survived better and fought better than the males that didn't. It would take a while, but eventually we would have cats with thumbs if that was the case.
So what I'm hearing is somebody time traveled and made some tabaxi.
I mean, let's put it this way. Either all humanoids in this world derived from a common ancestor, and then because of their environment, they passed on traits that allowed them to have an edge in their survival, and that's why they are where they are. Or tabaxi... Let's not get into it. I could write a whole goddamn paper on this.
Well, technically speaking, for D&D, humans are only from Greyhawk. That's the plane they're originally from, and they've just.
But that
ended
might
up
not
in
be
every
true
other
here
setting.
in Pondera.
No,
True.
I know. I'm just saying, like, traditionally speaking, like in the larger D&D cosmos, humans originate from Greyhawk, and they just, through extraplanar travel, ended up everywhere else. And because humans be humans, they just
Took over.
Everyone.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Took over.
but in
That
Pondera,
too.
in Pondera, it's common knowledge the gods made the races. So yeah.
Mhm.
But if evolution is to be true in this world, then that's probably how it happened. With if you want cats with thumbs.
Sorry for sidetracking.
No, it's okay. I love talking about this stuff because it used to be like my speciality, like animal behavior and evolution.
Nice.
I love that stuff. But anyways,
I mean,
yes.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gotten me thinking of, like, what if that was true? What if that... And now I'm just kind of like, what if? What if?
But yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Henry's just like, these seem fun too. And Stefan's just like, what am I doing with my life?
The best thing you can do.
At the same time, he's probably like, they cannot spread into this world. They will take over everything, and then everything will be cat.
Yes.
Yes.
And yet,
Rides fast.
I still just want to bring Henry home with me. With me, not Tilda. With me. I want a sentient cat.
You know how bossy a sentient cat would be?
Oh
Not
my God.
Henry.
I can't even imagine what Coda would be like. Be like, hey, let me lay on
Hey,
you.
asshole!
Pet me.
Frenchro would be like, feed me. Why can't I
Feed
have
me.
treats now?
Treats.
But see, that's the thing. If they're sentient, you can explain to them, like,
It's true. No.
why.
That's a good point.
But like, are they
You know.
sentient as an adult, or are they sentient like a child?
Well,
Unless
when
they
you
grow
awaken something, they get like a 10 or 11 int score.
So probably
So-
smarter than a child.
Yeah.
So it's average intelligence. You could just
It's
say,
actually above
look,
average, because I think average is
right,
technically
well,
like an 8.
average, adventurer's intelligence.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
So you can just say, like, I don't have room for you right now. I need on my lap. If you just give me an hour alone, I can finish what I'm doing, and then we can snuggle. And they'll understand. Now, they may not be happy about it,
or they
but
could be like, maybe I won't want to snuggle in an hour. Did you think about
that
that?
too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Well,
what they would do.
You're just gonna have to deal then.
But yeah, that's what Henry does, and that's what Stefan is currently like sitting in a corner contemplating his life. He's like, I didn't think about having an existential crisis today. I just wanted to talk to another person. That's all I wanted to do. Make them some tea. Glares at the cat who knocked over the tea kettle. Give him some cookies. Have a great research day. And now I have to explain my family lineage and my enslavement to these cats.
This is my legacy.
I have a
Well,
son, you know.
Henry.
I have a son that I missed all of his childhood from.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Oh, okay, this is
that
getting
got
dark
dark.
now.
Yeah, just leave. Just leave.
Yes, I will take this book, thank you.
Well, Henry, do you think there's anything else that would be of use to me here?
I like that you're not even talking to the guy. Either. Like, this is his fear, guys.
Clearly he's going through something. Tilda can't help him with that. And the
He's
cats
having
are
his,
obviously very
wake-up
knowledgeable about the contents of the
It's true.
tower.
It's true. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's hilarious.
I mean, really, it's Rain's responsibility at this point to, like, comfort.
She's just
This
just
guy.
like patting him on the head. There. Surrounded by cats.
He's just having a mid-late life crisis.
Yeah.
So
Henry looks at you. So, let's see. You got the magic items. You know probably why this child's cursed. Don't know exactly how to break it, but, you know, like, Mama said that when you have things that belong to the person that the ire was, what's that word? Mom! And you see, like,
Oh
the
my
cat
God.
named Cynthia, like, raise her head. Huh? What do you... And he goes, meow! Oh, directed! Thank you. Directed.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're bilingual.
Direct-
And when he said mom, it sounded like a meow.
Directed, then it usually helps with breaking curses. I think. Yeah, I think.
That seems like sound logic.
So
I give him another I give him like a scritch into the chin.
He's like, you do this better than Stefan. So he's thinking, I'm not sure about like some parts of the curse, like you know, probably somebody more knowledgeable on the fish people could help you with that.
Well, hopefully,
Do you think fish people are tasty?
no,
Oh.
because they are also people.
Why?
Fish
Why?
are tasty.
Why is that a problem?
I mean, they're all gonna eat Stefan when he dies.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna eat that man.
Well, I don't think they'd be tasty for me, because I'm a people.
Sound logic.
Yes. Well, hopefully my companions, they've gone to see another local sort of, potentially...
Crazy person.
Wasn't what I was going to say.
No, I know.
You know, I stay quiet when you guys have role-playing and stuff like that.
Sorry.
Potentially, informative source. I believe his name is Tannen. Do you know of him?
And you hear Peter say, "Crazy Eye Tannen?"
Possibly?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was I think he was in the ocean for a while. He'd probably know about stuff.
Just in the ocean. Just
He was-
chilling or like
He was in the ocean.
just
I think so. He was from what I from when I was hanging around him at some point. I think he was on a deserted island for like 20 years.
Oh Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
He got sick of people. And then he got unsick of people. Is that a word, Annabelle? Unsick? And you hear Annabelle says, "No."
I understand what you mean, though. Peter. Yes?
Yes.
Thank you for elucidating.
You're welcome.
elucidating.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a real word?
Yes.
Yeah.
What? I'm excited.
He's like, "You're welcome," says Peter. And Henry's like, "Yeah. I haven't met Tannen yet. I hear he's fun."
Oh. Well, maybe someday.
Yeah, someday.
Alright, so I'm gonna just Stefan, is it alright if I take this book?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wonderful. Just kind of mark the page and close it. Henry, I wish I could take you with me. I really do. And give him a little pat on the head, like a little rub.
I mean, we can visit you, and Stefan's like, "Shh."
What?
Nothing. He said nothing. You should go now. Your friends are probably really worried about you. I need
No,
to...
they're not. They don't care about me. What did you say?
What's going on?
I think I have a code.
Stefan! Henry, you can visit me how?
Oh my God.
Stefan says,
Henry?
the tower moves. Takes a while, but the tower moves.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, my companions and I have a keep near Valido in
Okay.
Leona.
Okay. Sure.
If you would care to visit.
I need a change of scenery.
There-
I'll move away from the people from the town who think I'm absolutely batshit crazy. Am I batshit crazy? And you hear all in unison, all the cats saying, yes!
Yes. Yeah.
This poor man. I feel so bad for him now. Oh my god.
Wait, if the tower could move, why didn't you just go back to your son?
My wife doesn't want anything to do with me.
Oh my goodness! Oh my
Oh.
goodness!
We have to help this man. We have to help this man.
Oh.
Son of a bitch. Darren, what did you do?
This
What
is
did you
so
do?
much better. This is so much better than them being his apprentices. Oh my god.
Look, you can come visit me, but we do have some tavern cats who are not awakened. And
I promise not to awaken any cats, says Stefan.
I'd also prefer if perhaps there was no
I'm not
how do
my
I put this
dad.
delicately? How do I put this delicately? No interbreeding? Inter-Tessym cat breeding?
Okay. Sure.
You yourself said you don't want this to spread.
I know.
And as adorable as Henry is here.
And he does the Puss in Boots face.
Yeah, I just pick him up and I give him like a big kiss on the top of his head. Mwah. As adorable as he is, I think it's better if you all stay wingless Tessym, who are apparently psychic and can speak. And instead of making all cats like this.
You hear Annabelle says, yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, world domination is just too much work.
It's passé, really. And a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Plus, I mean, look at what you've done to Stefan. You know, can you imagine doing that to... It would be chaos. Complete chaos. And then a band of adventurers would have to come along and kill you. And I don't want that to happen.
I mean, Annabelle's like, you don't have to convince us. We have it pretty good.
Excellent. Well, then, our keep is called, I always forget, Sweetwater?
Rosewater.
Rosewater.
Rosewater. Damn it! Our keep is called Rosewater Keep. It's just outside of Valido. If you wanted to come by and visit, I'm sure, well, I certainly wouldn't mind.
You see Henry's like to Stefan, can we go? Stefan's like, Valido, near Valido. Probably will take us a month or so to get there. It's a slow moving.
Well, that's fine because we're not going to be there for a little bit.
Okay. I'll put in the coordinates.
And so I give Henry another little kiss, and a little snuggle. And then I put him down on top of a book, grab the book that Stefan's letting me keep, and say, Come along, Rain. We
Rain's
should
like,
get back.
Rain stops, patting Stefan's head. Like, it's okay. It could be
There, there.
worse. It could be awakened crocodiles. It'll be fine. But she's just like, Jesus, this guy.
Mm.
All right. Back at Tannen's place, he's probably, if you allow him, on his third cup of wine.
Oh, sure. That's
Yeah.
fine.
He's just like,
Well, Tannen, it's been a lovely visit.
thank you for visiting.
Thank you
Thank you for visiting.
so much for the information.
You're welcome. I'm gonna go catch dinner. And he grabs a stick with a little string attached to it, ties like a small rock, and some bait, and casts his line. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Watch out for talking cats.
Okay. Sure. We'll definitely keep an eye out for that. And I give Melanie a look that's like, okay.
As you guys are walking off, a fish jumps out of the water and hits him in the head. And then goes back in the water. And he curses.
Hopefully his luck will improve shortly as we're leaving.
And eventually you guys will meet up.
Yep. Probably back at the teapot, I imagine.
Yep, tassel teapot.
Tassel teapot. I can't remember if it was like the tipsy teapot.
Tess is still lamenting over her heirloom teapot. She is like shakily trying to put the pieces back together, but as soon as she gets that one piece back in place, it just falls apart again, and she starts sobbing.
I was going to offer, if she can hold the pieces like one at a time, if she assembles it, I can just cast mending each time.
She will gladly take that. Thank you.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
My great-grandmother gave me this. It's never happened before. I've broken 3 glasses in the span of a day.
Maybe we should have. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. So I would like to.
I broke a cast iron skillet. How does that even happen?
If you like, I can try mending on it. On the things that have broken.
Yeah, maybe
And
later.
If anything breaks,
There's so many
if anything
things.
breaks, before we leave, I think one other person in our party has mending, and we could try to repair what is broken.
Oh, you're so kind, dear. So kind.
Oh, it's the least we could do. Certainly, definitely not anything related to us or anything like that. So, yes, don't worry about it. It'll be all fine.
Okay.
So before tongues wears off, which I don't know how long it lasts.
It's an hour. I could have cast it again. I have a lot of spell slots, so.
I would like to talk to Shattuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, I'm working on speaking your language, and right now you can understand me anyway. So I wanted to let you know, I know what it's like to not be wanted or accepted. And I'll kind of pull my hair back so you can see my ears, and say, I'm sure that it wasn't as bad as some of the things that people might have said about you, but I understand, and I want you to know that we will make sure that no one hurts you and you are safe with us.
Okay.
And even though sometimes odd things happen around you, we are going to make sure that no one is mean to you about it.
All right. Thank you.
Of course.
She hugs you.
I give her a hug back.
Oh my god.
There's so much cute in this
There
episode.
This
And
episode's
also-
the cutest.
Just so much existential crisis too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Also, you realize we're gonna have to bathe her in the blood of like a half brother or a half sister, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna try to be
Or her father.
in the people I need to murder to save my new child.
Well, that only had like a 60% chance of working, right? What was...
Well, it's 60% chance of working if we don't have any of the magic items. Maybe, while we're on this quest and on the boat, hopefully, Ronny can implore Tyr and successfully roll under a, what is it, 13? 13 or under? Is that what level we are?
Yeah, you guys are 14, so yeah.
14, okay, 14 or under then.
I mean, that might not actually be useful though. Like,
No, it might
might
not
just-
work.
because like even if he successfully rolls it, like he might not actually be able to do anything. I mean, it's not like game breaking stuff that can happen.
Dear
The
Tyr,
DM obviously wants us to fight a shark god.
please bring us the megalodon named Yakovos and kill it before it gets here,
Oh,
So
so
that
yes, we need,
so that we can drain it of its blood
yes.
and bathe our poor our little girl child here in this blood. Thank you. Love, Ronny.
Yes. Bucket of blood straight from the source, Yakovos himself.
Love, Ronny. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hug, hug, hug.
Hug, hug, hug.
I feel like the kisses might be a little like not in Ronnie's style, but the pats are.
I feel like
Yeah.
Tyr would be like, sure. By the way, your rocks are 1 centimeter off the shrine.
Oh, another existential crisis. Why are you putting that on him?
I'm fairly sure he spent like a lot of time making
Oh, he
sure
spent,
that
like, a
those were in place, and then
shit.
he used sovereign glue to make sure that they stayed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hi, Coda. Yeah.
Nice.
But that means that if Tyr does come back with that, then it's stuck like that.
Oh my god. Then we have to get like sovereign adhesive.
Mm-hmm.
It's universal solvent.
Yeah.
I like adhesive better.
Adhesive.
Is that even a word?
It's not. I was not being mean. I wanted to know that wonderful thing that you said was a word. I was excited.
You're right. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Nah. I love learning new words. I'm kind of a dork.
Do you have one of those daily word calendars?
No, those are all lame words.
They have some good ones.
Also, I forget to tear them off, and then I just have like
No,
60
yeah.
days I have to tear off, and then I don't know what to do with them. Like, do I throw them away when the day is over? Do I keep them? What happens to them? It seems wasteful to throw them away, so then I just have a pile of them. And look, it makes me really like anxious, so I just don't.
No,
Fair
I get
enough.
it. I think some people do actually like scrapbook with them if people do that, but other people don't care and just throw it away. But yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway.
Okay, so yeah, you guys
Tilda
meet
comes
up.
back at some point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And oh my goodness, you would not believe the adorable talking cat I met today.
Oh, so the man he wasn't just talking out of his ass.
Oh no, he was really weird. He very well might have been, and
I
it might
know.
just be a complete coincidence.
Oh, that's very true.
Yes,
So,
that man was possibly crazy. Probably crazy.
I don't know about crazy, just very secluded.
So we need to find a descendant of a shark god and then kill it and then give Shattuck a weird bath.
Or, kill the shark god itself.
Well, yes, that's of course obviously
I
a
really don't want to have to
good
kill
option.
another
Hmm.
deity-like figure. If we can avoid it, I would prefer killing a descendant, draining it of its blood, and bathing Shattuck in the blood. And
Yes, because I'm sure the descendant won't be, powerful at all.
less powerful than a shark god, especially
But-
one the size of a whole ass ship.
I suppose.
But it seems we also need to find some of these magic items that.
It is a
Yeah,
shame
this.
that we don't have any idea what they might be.
Oh, didn't I tell you?
I don't know.
What?
I believe I did. I told you all the things that I.
Oh, okay. We. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you just told us about the cats.
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry. I was going to tell you all about the things.
Okay.
But-
So we need to figure out when. Oh my god. Shattuck. Wow. That just completely like blew out of my brain for a second there. We need to find out when Shattuck was born, which I think Ronny here can do with a commune spell.
Yup.
We need to probably do a legend lore or two to see where these magic items might be. I think we need to pick one or two and just focus on those. And maybe through the commune spell we can find out which might be the easiest to gather. If any of them are on our way.
Tilda, I don't suppose that you could still use sending one more time.
As a matter of fact, I can.
You could possibly send the names of the magical items to Nenrine. They might be able to do a bit of research.
That is true. Yeah.
Yes, and very smart.
Ha
You have your moments, Melanie.
I have a 14 intelligence. 12? 13? I don't know. There's something in there.
What do I have? I think I have a 14.
It's 12.
Just above average for an adventurer.
Woohoo! Sorry, that was probably excessively loud. My apologies.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Not excessively loud at all.
All right.
Are we
I-
gonna?
I was about to say I don't have much else to say. So
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are talking, you hear from outside the window, "Ah, my leg!" As you look over,
Oh.
and there's a man who bumped into a wheelbarrow, fell into the wheelbarrow, and looks like he might have twisted his ankle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ronnie's like, "I'm gonna go take care of that."
Good idea. Did anything bad luck, any sort of bad luck happen at Tannen's while you
He
were
got
all
smacked
there?
in the face by a fish.
How
And a
much?
fox stole his food.
Hmm. Tilda's right now just imagining all the terrible, terrible things that could have happened to poor Stefan.
Oh no.
Shattuck had come
Oh,
with
goodness.
us instead.
Yeah, probably a good thing that didn't happen like that.
Okay. So Ronnie comes back in. All right, fixed it.
Good job, Ronny.
It was pretty bad too. would had to take like couple weeks to get that healed. And guy was a gardener apparently. Gotta be on his feet. Um. Uh. Just as you guys are speaking, there is the captain walks in, Temblast, and he says, "Hello. I hope you guys have been having a good time in Dragon's Beach. Good news. The repairs are almost done, so we should be able to sail out of here in the morning."
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. Have you made any progress with our friend?
Yes. Are you aware of a megalodon shark god called
Well, he's sort
Eucovus?
of a demigod, isn't
Yeah,
he?
demigod, but still. Eucovus.
Can't say that I have heard the name, but
Hmm.
I know there's a tale about a giant shark out there.
Uh,
That's what a megalodon is.
Apparently,
Yes.
he banged Umberly at one point. Consensually.
Ugh.
And then also banged some other ladies, and I just gesture to Shadok. And...
I see. Well, are we for or against Umberly in this case? I got some things to leave at some shrines for or against.
Well,
honestly, it's mostly just, we just sort of have to find one of Jokovic's
So close.
spawn and acquire some bodily fluids and
Blood.
yep, take a bath.
Give Shadok a bath.
yes.
Bath.
We're not
Basically.
going to actively try to find the giant shark, are we?
We're going
yes,
to try
yes.
to avoid that.
Okay. I don't think my ship can handle that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
right,
think
I
so
suppose.
either. Regardless, it seems like at least we don't know how far removed, but at least tangentially speaking, Umberly is involved in this curse for this
Okay.
child.
I'm going to grab some things and start praying to Melora. I should get a lot of things. I'll see you at the ship in the morning. And he's like, okay, what's the nicest shell I have?
All right.
Does anybody want to do anything before morning?
Well,
I'm good.
I think we want to have Ronny do the commune, because
Okay.
I believe he always has that prepared just from his spell list. And then we were going to do the legend lore stuff, but
commune.
I don't know if we want to wait till next week for.
We
Kay
probably
be
want to
back.
wait till next week because like we're 2 down, so it's a good place to stop. But
Yeah, it's just like more information that might be important,
okay.
And I also have a headache.
Oh, that's
I
totally
have
fine.
the worst headache right now.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
guys should rest.
Just as a thing.
Mhm.
After the legend lore and the stuff that happens,
Mhm.
Tilda will find a local, probably the innkeeper,
Mhm.
and ask if the water is swimmable at night
Mhm.
and that kind of thing. If it is, then she's gonna go swimming.
Okay.
That's it. Like if there's not any like sharks known for being
Oh, you're probably she's probably says you're probably fine here.
okay. No dragons that are gonna come up from the
No.
Briny depths.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Tilda will just go down by the shore and swim.
All right, sounds good. All right, cool. All right, so next week will be the 14th, Valentine's Day. Yay.
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 I will be here, but I will want to get off fairly early because I have to drive to West Virginia the next day.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like that's Kelly's problem, not ours.
No, I've got to be at my sister's baby shower.
I know.
How's that giraffe hat coming?
Never mind.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
No, I understood. I was ignoring. I've got it down to like I just need to finish the neck and the head. But I'm actually making one way cuter that I designed myself, and I might work on it before I work on the other one, just because it's fucking adorable. And it's not like legitimately a giraffe; it's just like a cute, monstery, weird thing. But
So if you mess it up, it's not that terrible.
yeah, that helps. But
no one will know.
now that I kind of know how they're put together, I was kind of just designing my own and making it cute.
Mm-hmm.